The next category is box sets. What were the great box sets, my favorite box sets that were released in 2018 by the Criterion Collection? By my count, there were 4 box sets. So let me go over each of the box sets one at a time in order of my preference from 4 to 1. Before I continue, I should say here that we saw, of course, the return of the Eclipse series. And this is a cause for celebration because the Eclipse series is a great addition to the Criterion Collection as a whole. It is highly recommended that you explore the Eclipse series in whatever capacity you feel comfortable with. And it is a lovely thing, therefore, to see the Eclipse series back and to see 2 sets. Now, I don't know what the future has in store for Eclipse going into 2019, but of course I'd love to see more. But the fact that we saw 2 this year is better than none at all. So without further ado, let me go over the box sets with you in order of preference from 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. So number 4 is this set, which is Claude Autant-Lara, 4 Romantic Escapes from Occupied France. Now, this is Eclipse series number 45. This is a set that was released, I believe, what was it? It was January 2018. And so this was the return of the Eclipse series. So on that score alone, this box set is quite significant. In terms of its substance and what it represents in the landscape of cinema, I would say that I am, at least at this point in time, not yet so fully enamored by this set, to be perfectly honest. And that's mainly due to the figure of Claude Autant-Lara, who is, I would say, a bit of a controversial figure. There's plenty of information about Autant-Lara online, so if you are interested to know more about him, I'm sure you can find stuff online. So I encourage you to look online to see what his situation was when he was alive, especially later in his life. So that colors my view of these films for better or for worse. So while again I do like to see this as a return of the Eclipse series, I do have certain issues with the films because of the filmmaker. That being said, I think of the 4 films that are on here, I think I really respond, in terms of substance anyway, I respond to the film Douce, and I respond to the film Sylvie et le Fantôme very much. So there are some good things about this film in terms of the substance of the films themselves. I will try to revisit this film again, maybe trying to get a better understanding of who Claude Autant-Lara was during his life. But as far as I am concerned now, this is my number 4 favorite box set from the Criterion Collection this year. Number 3, this is a really nice Bergman box set. Ingrid Bergman's Swedish Years. This is Eclipse series number 46, the latest Eclipse series as of December 2018, the time of this video. And this is a surprisingly effective set. I really love this as an Eclipse set. Really got into this. And all the films, I think, are stunning. Marvel, quite charming. Ingrid Bergman shows why she was so beloved as a star and as an actor. But if I had to choose the films that I really attach to in this set, I would have to say Intermezzo and A Woman's Face. My goodness, if you haven't seen that film, I strongly urge you to get this set and watch A Woman's Face. And that is quite a charged performance, if I do say so myself. And so let me just, I won't say anything further about that, but those are two examples of why this set is electric and a complete surprise. I wasn't expecting this to be as effective as it was, but truly remarkable Eclipse set, and it could grow in stature as time progresses, at least from my perspective, because it is a surprise and it is an exemplar of why Eclipse is really great, to show us those little sort of treasure troves and what's hidden at the very corners of the treasure chest, so to speak. Ingmar Bergman's Swedish Years, highly recommended as the Eclipse series set for number 46. Yes, 40, no, is it? Yes, 46, yes. Next is number 2, my second favorite box set, Dietrich and von Sternberg in Hollywood. This is a Blu-ray set, and it is magnifique. This is phenomenal. This is a phenomenal set. In any other year, this would probably be my favorite box set. This is filled with so much stuff, and there are so many lovely special features, but the films themselves, Marlene Dietrich is sexy and powerful and confident and sometimes ruthless and in charge, and she knows what she needs to do, she knows what she wants, she knows what the struggle is ahead of her, and she just has this aura, exudes this amazing mix of all these separate traits, and it forms this undeniable charm that is Marlene Dietrich. All of the films here are splendid, magnificent. Right, Morocco, Dishonored, Shanghai Express, Blonde Venus, The Scarlet Empress, and The Devil is a Woman. If I had to choose of those, all of those films are great, but if I had to choose ones that I really were drawn to in particular, it would have to be Dishonored and The Scarlet Empress and The Devil is a Woman. But they're all great. They're all great. And again, as I say, if it were any other year, this would be tops. This box set is one of the great box sets. This is, incidentally, the box itself is spine number 930. So, yes, Dietrich and von Sternberg in Hollywood. Then there is my number 1 favorite box set from Criterion in 2018. Was there ever any doubt? Was there ever any doubt? Ingmar Bergman's Cinema. Now, I was thinking, how should I address this box set in the course of these videos? But should I ignore it because it's just so much of a behemoth that it would be kind of unfair to include it in the discussion of the greatest, or my favorite releases of 2018. But I can't ignore it because it is just that historically significant, and it is a milestone in the history of Criterion releases. So therefore, it must be included, and I hereby include it. And it is my favorite box set of this year. It could be my favorite box set ever. Who knows? It is a truly landmark release in many ways. It has the capacity to make one think about Bergman's films in a way that one might not necessarily have thought about them prior to this release. I didn't think that was even possible. You know, Bergman is so, there's such a strong anchor with Bergman. And while I'm not necessarily a Bergman scholar, I don't consider myself a Bergman expert. I thought, up to this box set, I thought maybe I knew Bergman pretty well, you know, but when I addressed Bergman in the filmography, or in the curated order with the set, I realized I knew nothing. And this box set just showed me, in the friendliest of ways, of course, that I knew nothing. And it really shows me the power of his filmography and the way in which we can look at his films through certain lenses, and like light refracted through a diamond. It just shines like a rainbow. So this is my favorite box set release from Criterion in 2018, the Ingmar Bergman's Cinema box set. And I will talk about this box set in detail in a separate video after the series of videos is over, I promise. But for now, this is my favorite box set release from 2018. Was there ever any doubt? Anyway, my friends, do you have any questions or comments about these selections? Do you have any other comments you want to make about box sets in general? If so, please feel free to leave a comment below. I'll be very happy to engage with you there. And with that, I will see you at the next video.